I just had to let you know.
The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Out. Hey, check 24. Watch 5 wide. Shoot. Gun.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. And he will find his man on the outside. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 27, Allen. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley, they'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Allen. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64, weak. 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Down. 10-2 soft.
Watch the screen.
Hey, lock it. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
On the ready.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
60 outlaw. Any weapon.
Brings up second and at the 29.
Go out.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. All right, D, let's turn. All right, D.
Check 13. Check 13.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Spot.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not any chance at all.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down to Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. To be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hit it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
I got it. Hey, got tight left, tight ends left. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Hey, foxtrot. Hustle. Let's go.
2nd and 3. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Rock it. Stay driven.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Down. 18 Gator.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This fielded at the 2. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Eckler. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Alert! Bravo!
55, my God, 55. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ready!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game, the
Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 84 yards as the Bears push further out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
132 fighter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Allen, and that is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, 3rd down here. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Coaching spell.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys right up the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Push further out in front. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Pass 85, pass 85. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Let's go. No.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Down. 10 Lobo.
I got him. Check it back.
Topper. Hit it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Haywood.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Alpha.
From the gun, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
49, check 49. Hey, orbit. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming after you.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Catch made here by Campbell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Allen, and the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
What we got? Alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Slam. X3. 218, chop. Hey, tight.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Check move. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Minnesota from 8 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Second and long. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go! 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, switch gears. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter. Be careful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Watch the slip. Look at me. Zipper.
Check.
Bam. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 99.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.